done a bunch of little stuff here and there, I guess procrastinating the fact that I'm going to take this windshield back off. I have it measured just perfect. Everything's set up, it looks good, but I'm going to yank it off and go ahead and put the mirror piece in there. Put the mirror with the slide bar and get this thing going. Okay, I got the bolts off from that side over there. So here's the driver's side. Driver's side you can't access from under the hood. You access it from right here. Okay, I got the windshield off. Now this is the stock rearview mirror. I'll show you that in a minute. This is the rearview mirror setup that I ordered off Finishline. It's like 60 bucks or something like that. It's got another mirror exactly like this mirror, so it's got a spare. And it's got the slide that goes on this bracket. This mounts at the top of the windshield and the bottom. This screws onto the bottom of the windshield. It comes with the screws, comes with the nuts for this, but the way it works is take this end off, mount it here, and you can move the mirror up and down to get the best view. So that's what I'm getting ready to install right now. Now this is what came with the car. So you got the exact same mirror. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the slide in there. Mainly because in time I'm going to put that convertible top on, and I'm going to not want to have any blind spots. So this gives me a little bit more movement. Plus I don't have to drill the holes in the body and regret later on and have to fill them in or anything. But I really prefer the mirror that moves around. I can put it up high, like the traditional mirror on a regular car, or I can move it midway or low, just like it would be on the dash. This gives me options. Not threaded. So that's gonna suck. I have to take this windshield frame off in order to tap it. This just got a lot worse. A lot harder. Okay, so since these holes aren't tapped, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to tap those holes. So I took the windshield arm off here, or leg, or whatever you want to call it, and there's two screws down here that I can take off to take the frame apart. So now in time, I plan on taking this frame off and powder coating it black, and anything that's chrome on the car is going to go black, powder coated black. But for now, I'm just trying to get this together for probably a season's worth of driving next year, and for legal, to get this thing legal. So for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart, just the bottom part. This side here's coming loose now, but I gotta get that other side over there loose, and then I'll take this bottom piece off and I can start tapping this. Clear of the windshield now. I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, now I have a greater understanding of how the windshield comes together, so it's not going to be as tough or scary, I should say, to separate the chrome from. Or I think this is chrome. I don't think this is a chrome steel. I do know there's brass around it. Looks like it screws directly in through the steel, chrome steel, into the brass. So I'm just gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna tap it right here. Okay. These are the screws that I'm gonna use. Two of them anyway. I'm gonna use for the windshield. This is the tap that came with the latch kit. This came with the latch kit from Factory Fives. It is a 40 size. So I'm just going to use this. This is one of the screws from the latch kit that holds the latch cover on. Alright, this is one of the screws that came with the windshield. They are bigger. The one that came with the windshield is a 632. This is a 440. And the windshield uses basically 440s or 632s. It uses 440s, and then it uses a different thread also for other parts of the windshield, like the visors and stuff like that. So, the actual visors. So, the holes that are in the windshield are the same. They're just not tapped where I'm needing to tap them. So, I got some longer screws. I didn't have any more of these because this one actually belongs in the latch. So, I picked up two different types. I got this type here, which is the same type that came with the mirror kit, and it's not going to work. I mean, it's a tapered finishing screw, and you don't need that. You need a flat type. So I got two different types just in case something pops up that I didn't realize. So I'm going to take this. The reason I got 1 or 1 1/4 inch is so that I can hold on to it. I'll thread a nut all the way down to the base, and then I will cut it off with some extra thin cutoff wheel here, and then cut it off, and then pick the nut off, which should clean the threads up, and then that should be good enough to thread that through the windshield. First, I'm going to tap it with the tap that Factory Fives provided for the latches. I know it's pretty wordy, but I wanted everyone to realize that it comes with a tap. If you do the rearview mirror like I'm doing, it comes with the kit comes with this part. So get some longer bolts, cut them off. In theory, it's going to work. We'll see. windshield frame screwed back together. So now, I need to add this piece. Clips right in here. Goes in that hole there. It's a little too long. It's a little too long. A lot too long. This rod is brass, so it's very pliable. So I was able to bend this clip out just a little bit to get a better bite on here. When it's sitting in here like this, it's perfect. But as you lower it, it kind of opens up. So I opened up the jaws a little bit, and now it's fits in there really well. So right there in the center of this little slot. Fits really well now. But yeah, it's brass, so you can pretty malleable. You can bend it. Alright, so the windshield's all together, all back together with a mirror that's going to vibrate like crazy. I can tell now it's going to vibrate like crazy. Mirror on my Harley's the same way. But, looks really good. That's all that matters, right? So, put my side mirrors back on. I'm going to wait and put this thing back on the car, and then I'll stick the side mirrors on. Alright, I'm out in the garage and getting ready to put this windshield on. Got my windshield bolts sitting up ready to go. Windshield sitting ready to go. I gotta get somebody to help me. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna work on the visors. So, all I'm gonna do is assemble the visors. I'm not actually mounting them on the windshield yet. Who knows, I may get bored, go ahead and stick them on there. Anyway, when you do order visors, they're an option. You have to download the instructions yourself. Not exactly something that you really need to download them and print them out for, but it's fairly simple. But you just download them off of Factory Fives website. It's under, I think it's under instructions, under parts, and then you go into instructions. But here's the pieces laid out. They're plexi, they're tinted plexi, and I'm just going to leave the covers on. putting these little clips on for the visors, I noticed that I'm missing a screw. So what I did was, when I was starting over here, I put this one in first and went down the line. Well, this is the driver's side, so I took that one out, put it over here, and yeah, driver will have one. The passenger, I'll just put that in later on. I made sure that it was on the end, so that way when I'm sitting in the car putting this in, it'll be a little bit easier than reaching across either way here. So either way, just moving along, kind of doing a little bit of busy work here, just keeping things going. As soon as I get someone to help me pick this up and set it in the car, I'll get it going. And then I'm going to mess with the timing a little bit. I'll go into that in another video. Okay, I finally got some help to put the windshield in. Once I put the windshield in, it rubs on the dash, on the body. As you can see, the gel coat right there in the threads. I thought that was cut short enough. It's not. What I'm going to have to do is take this back apart, take these two screws out, take this bracket and bend it back, well, up. So this bracket that's sitting straight up and down, I'm going to have to bend it up like this and probably waller out that hole a little bit for this shaft here so that it fits in there with the new bend. And by doing that, it raises this off of the body along with that little extra that's there. That's going to have to go away. So I'll have to take that out. So, and you can see it's just rubbed a little bit right there, but which it shouldn't do that. And as it was doing that, I noticed that the stripping that goes along the bottom of the windshield had a gap, so it was teetering on that spot. So if I can't get this to fit right, I'm just going to go ahead and put a rearview mirror on the dash and probably scrap this idea. But I can still do some finagling to get it to work, so we'll see what happens.